Okay. That's enough intro. I'm sitting here eating peanuts. It's gonna be a real relaxed kind of live today. I'm gonna see how long I can stay. I'm gonna see if I can do me a red squid type live, huh? I could go for hours. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna drop the link and all. Open panel. Let me see. Where do I put that? In the comment section? Where I put it? Right here? Am I supposed to fix that? Wait. Nope. Wrong place. Click and show content on stream. Wait. I go. Right there? Look at that. Okay. Where did they go? Hold up. There it go. And let me edit my name and headline. Put a big just like that. Oh, look at them. Hold up. What else? What else I want to do? Okay, I wanted to show y'all. It's been a year. It's been a year that United States, so you have some people want to be technical from the biblical stance, Rome, whatever they want to call United States, that they've been telling y'all what they was going to do this week. It's been actually a year from today. You don't believe me? Okay, what I'm going to do is share some of my videos from over a year ago. Now, you know how some people, with they slick IQs, they'll go in and change the date in the YouTube studio and stuff. Me, I have witnesses. I don't have to go change no date and say, I would talk about this 5 years ago. You know how people like Bruce Sanchez, them like to do. They go in and change up the date and edit and repurpose it. I'm not going to change no date. I'm just going to let you see that whitehouse.gov is telling people right now every move they're making for the war ain't got nothing to do with people. It ain't got nothing to do with Cornell. It ain't got nothing to do with Jews. It ain't got nothing to do with Hamas. Every move they making has to do with artificial intelligence. Yesterday for pre-Halloween, Biden Obama signed some papers in people's faces, right in your face. He said, I'm not even going to wait to get off the stage or get off the podium. I'm signing it right here, right now, for artificial intelligence to go ahead and be governor over the New World Order. I'm not making it up. These are terms and terminologies that they are using. But here, let me share the screen. Let's see for yourself. These Cajun peanuts good. Like, I didn't really want to eat no food, and I wanted to eat something. So I went and got me some Cajun peanuts, something spicy. I need some spice in my life. Had an interview this morning. Yeah, but because of trick or treat, they're having technical issues. That's fine by me. Everything for a reason. Because I'm doing the loving work of my Father. I love working for the Lord. Yep, I love working for Jesus. I love getting up here and talking about what these people doing on the return of Jesus. Jesus soon to come. All right, let me share the screen. Look. Come on now. Okay, right here. See this? I didn't even sign in. All I did was type in, let's ask Joseph, and went to my lives and went down. Look, a year ago. AI Bill of Rights. Let me go ahead and play one of them. Let's see. Let's play a year ago. They gave everybody 360 days to get ready. Literally. 360 days. Let's see what. Mic check. Check. Damn it, man. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can keep my composure.
Before I get started on this channel, I just wanted to put the apologies out there for the stream yesterday on Hog Mob Radio. I didn't even go back and check. I was so confident with the results. You know, I didn't realize that my voice wasn't coming through as the screen was sharing. So I'm going to reschedule that one and do it. I needed to add some more stuff in there anyway. So I'm just waiting. What I'm trying to do is sync when I receive the return letter from the Innocent Project, the screening application, that second outlet. So just look out for the date. So today I'm going to try to keep my composure and not talk outside of my head, meaning like talking about Kanye, because it made me angry this morning thinking about him. My mind, now I'm in my head, I'm back in my head. October 11th, 2018. That year is the hardest year of my life. I didn't say status and all that. Just the hardest year. And Hurricane Michael sat over me for 8 hours. And that same day is the day that Kanye, now I'm outside of my head, Kanye was officially initiated as to be the so-called savior for, they have to do an artificial.
Come on. It's okay.
Sorry.
Coming of Christ. That's very same day.
Yeah.
So that part was already done. And then you have Elon with the 666. This is me outside my head right now. Outside of me.
Yeah.
Trump in between.
The two. No problem. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
You travel?
Yeah, please.
Then you have NASA here. Now I'm back. Let me come back down. I'm gonna tell you what NASA is.
Thank you.
And then got going on at the round table. All these little games they playing about some damn shoes. Adidas ain't pulling out like they fired him and shit. He want his identity back even from them. So his 3D boots can outdo an Adidas symbol. This nigga trying to make moon boots and Mars boots and shit. Okay? To help America look like America. See, damn, I said I wasn't going to do that. I'm going to go to the chips.gov, let them say it, what he's saying. I'm going to do that.
Hey, let me forward this.
Scratch that. I didn't mean to say that. Take that back. I'll go in there and edit it, okay? The definition of how the government word for reconstruction and reset and all that we've been saying is RE.CON.NAIS. Sans. S-A-N-C-E. Okay? Correct the pronunciation, but hold up, she said like
reconnaissance.
this.
Reconnaissance.
That is
Reconnaissance.
not under your own. It's under military observation of a region to locate an enemy on a certain strategic features. That defining moment. Huh? This is the reset happening. Hold up, they use this word. Am I sharing the screen? Here, let me share the screen. They using this word. Where is it? Where did it go? Damn it. I hate all these tabs. There it is. They're using this word over here at NASA. After they finish what they're gonna do today. Huh? They getting them chips they been working on out there where the blood been mutating on chips. They going to get a resupply. They going to re-up, y'all. That mean they been doing it. It said re-up. Re-up on them chips. We gonna re-up on them chips. Huh? They got some Lays for your ass. They got some Lays. Huh? For today, on your Tuesday. Wait till I get to the God of Saturday and the God of Sunday. Huh? Just wait. Just wait. Huh? Hold up. Let me go back here. Let me get my Dahlia plan. There we go. I have guests. So, I'm on the zone. Thanks, Doc. Doc. Oh, Doc. Huh? You mean docking? Like coming back down? Coming back down to Earth, Doc? Or like PhD, Doc? Like, hey, what's up, Doc? Okay, today is Tuesday. What is today? Today is Tuesday. What is today? It's teaching the children. What is today? They don't they forget that Tuesday has a God. What is Sabbath? The Sabbath has a God too. It is Sabbath. Wait, the God of one. Has Biden put in that everyone must come under an umbrella of one God, United Nations proclamation, and that the chips that they have ready will make you look like America. And what does America look like to them? Huh? With the chips that NASA going to get a re-up on. They got to re-up on some chips, y'all. me share the screen again. Let's talk about the God of Tuesday. So Amazon Media has graced this streamers chat. So here is the honors of the intro created by So Amazon Media, So Amazon Magazine, So Amazon Herbs, So Amazon Herbs, So Amazon 3D, 4D, 5G. Let's get it. One more time. One more time. One more time. Here we go. Here we go. And I'm going to play Goddess of the Sea. Because I got to explain to y'all too why they the sea law today. It's for today too, right? The joint maritime all up in Central Africa. Maritime all up in Central Africa. What kind of water they got sitting there? They put the sea law down. They reestablished the sea law and everything. Got the commerce working for Department of Defense. Huh? With NASA. And NASA be then putting it out there. We don't work with commerce, including Department of Commerce. We're a private sector. Hoping now Department of Defense hiring Department of Commerce work for who? Let me be quiet on that right now. Let me stick to the program. Tuesday. Who is your God of today? Tuesday is the day of the week between Moon Day and Wednesday. 7 days. Are we 7 days? Still 7 days before? Wait, that eclipse here. Oh, yeah. I gotta pause this music. Listen. No, I should make it more spooky. There's some spookiness, right? How come with all the 47,000 objects that they got to be paying attention to now out there, supposedly, all the technology they got for that, how come NASA ain't covering damn solar eclipse? Don't put it up there now. Don't try to go rush it. Put it up there right now. Y'all, everybody go click on NASA real quick. Go NASA.gov and you'll see they ain't got nothing going on right now talking about no damn eclipse. All these other rinky-dinky stations and a lot of places in India and stuff like that. But NASA, how come NASA's not covering the solar system partial eclipse? What's going on with that? Where that's at? They're going to upload a video real quick. Watch what I tell you. I've been looking for a whole hour. Like, wait a minute, bro. They ain't showing nothing. I went in this link, that tab, this link, that tab. Is there a purpose or a reason why NASA's not covering? You go into their news updates and stuff, it ain't covering nothing from since April 20, the April eclipse or something last year. Huh? Nah, don't go switching it out. They going, they rushing too. You gotta hurry up. You gotta put it in. How did she catch that? Huh? Nobody else paying it no attention. They got so much going on. They put a whole distraction. I'm not saying, look, I'm not even gonna mention it because I said that yesterday. I said I'm not gonna mention what I see. If I mention that, that's gonna put me into that frame of media, and I'm not there. I'm up here because it trickles down to those images and those scenarios and it plays and these simulations and these accents where things can be changed instantaneously. How I got here, I'm still supposed to be talking about Tuesday. I said, don't let me do that. Just stick to the program. Tuesday is a day of the week between Monday and Tuesday. Nope, Monday and Wednesday. According to International Standard ISO. Should I click that? I'm not going to click that. If you want to find out, you click it. Monday is the first day of the week. So if Monday is the first day of the week, that would mean Sunday is the seventh day of the week, right? And then we get into the Sabbath debate battles. Saturday is the seventh day of the week. The Sunday is the seventh day of the week. But the confusion about the seventh day and the first day and the Sabbath day saying something against a Jew trumps that. Oh, I could see shit in the play. I could see, shit in their script.
Wait a minute. So this same scenario that they doing right now was happening a year ago. Okay, hold up. That video that I'm playing right now, and I'm saying what I'm saying about anti-Semitism and all that, it happened a year ago. It took them a whole year to put people to sleep, to start making people go to war. And everything else that they've simulated. It took them a year for the experiment. 360 days. Not even 65. Are we at the 65th yet? Who knows? Let me see. Let's see. That video I did was around October last year. And what did I say? Hold up.
Sabbath day saying something against a Jew trumps that. Oh, I could see shit in the play. I could see, shit in their script. So I could see, I can agree to disagree with Kanye and his move. But at the end of the day, if he ain't talking about me, he's dumb. And if he's not talking about me, y'all shouldn't believe nothing he's telling you. I'm telling you. Back to the days of the week. I got on Kanye. How did I get back there? Because I was talking about Tuesday is the second day of the week. Saturday is the seventh day of the week. I don't know. Sounds confusing to me. Confucius and confusing. But but who's the God of this day? Who's the God of Tuesday? Tweeze Dag. That's an English name. So if it say Old English, let me look at it and read it in English. Tweeze Dag. No. T-wee. Am I sharing this? Let me make sure I'm sharing the screen. Yeah, I'm sharing the screen. Come on, back to Tuesday. T-wee. Wait, y'all help me out. Help me out. Wait.
reconnaissance, 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 reconnaissance,
T-wee's Dag. Huh?
Wait, look at that. In Islam, Saturday is the first day of the week. What? It is not the last day of the week, and it's not the Sunday day of the week. It is the first day of the week.
This is a God of single combat. So when everyone is like, Happy Tuesday. Damn, what the word happy mean? Come on. Happy Tuesday. Let's get off of the easy shit. You shouldn't say good morning, because in the morning is the waking, the wake is before a funeral, and oh, damn Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. What they doing on Tuesday? Y'all God day? Y'all God of today, Tuesday? Huh? How you say Tuesday, the real way you say it? Help me out. Help me out. T-wee's Dag. Y'all not supposed to be indulging in astrology and astronomy like this. I'm talking about according to the Bible. Oh, but Jesus came and said, y'all don't worry about all that, right? So is this act that Kanye doing is in true connection to how King James Jesus came through? Nah, y'all don't worry about that. It's okay. Or did he say something about don't be worrying about these days? Like, don't worship these days now because they gods. Tuesday, Mars. It's a German interpretation. Are you German? What does America look like to the chips.gov? Do they look like they interpreted by Germans or Old English? Huh? Or Middle English? What's the Middle English? Who the Middle English generation? Huh? So Saturday is the first day of the week? Wait, I thought they said Monday is the first day of the week. Come on, man. Wait a minute. What is this? Which day is the first day of the week? Is it Monday or Saturday? Can somebody help me out? Or do I need to just concentrate on Tuesday today? And Tuesday's God is a Latin die martyrs God. Huh? Tuesday's worship is the Latin dies martis. Huh? So I was raised under a Latin dies martis for how many Tuesdays of my life? Put here to worship this stuff and was told not to. Huh? 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 Who is this? How is this man here? Is he Tuesday God? This is an image of your Tuesday. Huh? This is an image of your Tuesday. Wait till I get to the image of your Saturday and your Sundays. Just wait. No, I'm not gonna do it. I said I was gonna do it. I was gonna let NASA them do it for you. So yeah. Tuesday, October. Who's the October God? Oh goodness, who's the two God? I don't know. Let's see who the God of one is. God of one. Oh my goodness. This is with oneness. This is the God of oneness. Is this God appear under NASA's table in their missions from A to Z? It's not zinc, it's said. It's not zinc, it's said. Hold up. I'm going to the God of one. I could delete Tuesday. Let me cut off some of these tabs. You could go research the rest for yourself if you want to know what God you worshiping today. Huh? Cut that out. Let Master tell you the rest. Now, God of one. This is your and Biden. Let me go to Biden. Making all these proclamations of one. Joint statements. All this recent now. Let me go back to his other statement. Did it come up? Oh, I gotta put it in there. I gotta type. Hold up. Let me pause it so y'all can hear me. I've learned how to type. Hold up. Make sure the volume up so you can hear me sound like I know what I'm doing as I type. Huh? Okay. Biden. What was it? The CHIPS Act. No, I'm not trying to look at the chips. Is it the chips? Chips. Yeah, that. But it's something else. Oh, the Science Act is right up under it. I don't have to look any further. Okay. I can stop typing now. Okay, before I click back on the screen. Oh, look at that. There's so you still here? In my mind, Tuesday show the color white. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm weird too, honey. That's the freedom of you and your mind and what Tuesday means to you. Huh? I'm not talking to you because, see, you have what you want in your mind. I'm talking about ones that raised me under Tuesday. In all the years of my life, I didn't agree of being raised under Tuesday, under Jesus. And here now I'm free to help others who may not want to be raised under a Tuesday and don't even want to see Tuesday as a color and don't even want to see white as white, or black as black. That's me. That's what I'm doing. But I like that Tuesday shows the color white. Hmm. It shows the color white here too. Let me show you that picture again. Oh, did I delete it? Nope. Wait, nope. Dang. I deleted it. But you saw the picture because you're still here. So the picture of that their image. I don't know. Oh, soon, Yimmy too. Oh, you're not on the dark side today. Uh, it's still you though. It's still you. House of Nathan Boo. I am. Thank you for coming over, coming over, coming over. Y'all help. Um, if you looked at the video from yesterday, Kanye, them supposed to be bidding on my car symbol right here. See my car symbol in the avatar? See the two symbols, the light symbols in the hand? Those are my eyes. That's the light from my eyes. That's a scan. That's an image. This art piece right here is way more than Mona Lisa. Huh? So I'm probably going to do a poll on that. This is the original car symbol of this generation, huh? And I'm demanding that NASA change their emblem, huh? Huh? I'm demanding that NASA change their emblem. Okay, I can stop typing now. Let me stop typing. And since y'all here with me, yesterday I had my car engine running, and ain't nobody want to get in the car with me, huh? I was doing it. Hold up, I was playing this. Come on. Nobody don't want no car starting up like that. What? We used to love to get up in the old school cars. Smell nothing but gas in the back. Somebody pull up in an old Chevy. I don't give a doggone. The seats got a hose in it. It's like, oh, when you gonna fix that up, huh? So you don't want to get in my car? All right. All right. It's stuck right here. That's all right. I'm gonna leave. There you go. I'm gone. It's all right. Hmm? I ain't mean to pull off. I ain't want to pull off like that. I wanted to pull off like this. Dang. I came back around. Give me another chance. Give me another chance. Okay, share the screen. Let me get back to it. So I've covered the God of Tuesday. Now I want to talk about the God of letter A. Who's the God of letter A? Hey, the letter got God. I'm not even going to click on this. If you want to click on it, help me here. Any of my for my Sunday school students had from as early as I started training Sunday night. One. Then we went junior Sunday school count. So I misled him because I was training here to correct it. All the Sunday school from every year that I've been in, from 1981 to that. Crap. So, this is for you, not to the awoken ones who have taken these letters and numbers and days and weeks and made it their own, and they're not controlled by something that was given to them by someone else. The Greek gods' names with short definitions of their roles and the some of the names starting with the letter A. Aeola. Now, break it down a bit. Aeola. It is like Aeola. Transit. Oh, God. Where we're going to go. Whether it's on a ship, whether it's apartment, whether it's a burning hell, maybe ain't nobody came up from the burning, blaming, tell them that it really is real, only to imagine things from it. Wherever it is that you're gonna go, when you close your eyes, going alone. So, hey, all want to be part of that? Want to accept their chip? Want to continue to service their gods, their money, their graves, and images? That NASA is talking to you. Government, they all tell you what you're doing. Letter A on this God in it. Y'all worship and God said, I will give you domain, dominion, the land and speak to the devil. Right. It's not somewhere in scripture. But he has dominion and control over. And it was given to the wind. Oh no. Anything not beyond spirit contact. Threat. The letter A has the letter S. God, no. No. Wait. No, we don't believe in mythology. Version 8 have US and NATO, UK, including them. Keep telling you, it's right here. The NASA version, the Danish version of the Bible. Right here. Come right here on the screen. This is the update version. In John's prophecy of Revelation of King James of demonology. This right here. It's all written. And that was Christ's frame of mind. All coincide.
I'm going back to last year. AI blueprint. Before I go to the other stuff, so I'm just really just chilling. The same plays that they did last year. It's just more intense. So all this stuff that they're talking about, they were doing last year, planning for it last year. The only difference is it was a test. They did a test. And since mankind passed the test to allow artificial intelligence to be governor over the New World Order, now Biden can sign the executive order, which he did yesterday. He signed the executive order to initiate artificial intelligence as a governing force. And I'm going to confirm that. You could confirm it before me by going to whitehouse.gov and seeing where they are talking about the war, but the main topic of the war is artificial intelligence, AI. So the unrest that's going on at Cornell University, they were talking about that today. But guess what was the subject or the main focus? Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence was the main focus for the war. Okay, which one did I just play? Was it? No. NASA News AI Bill of Rights. Okay, let me play this one. Oh, Mental Ninja.
Let me do my mic check.
Greater Light.
Let me do my mic check.
Ain't no AI. Honestly, they only do things that they taught us about in school. No New World Order. All the new topics are from our middle school textbooks. It don't matter if you say it ain't no New World Order. They're trying to encourage people that there is a New World Order. They did that by allowing it to go over the screen the other day. And all of the people that are, listen, I hear what you're saying, right? Wait, let me pause this for a second.
Lazarus Lamel, you see?
I hear what you're saying. And for those who don't see the news, may not see it. But those who standing at Cornell University or standing outside of the White House or taking flights over to UK like Kamala Harris is supposedly doing, they believe in a New World Order, and they're trying to encourage those that there is a New World Order. You don't see an AI, but you use your phone. You say that there's no artificial intelligence, but you use your phone on a daily basis. You're using a computer and a system, an intelligence system, to communicate with me right now. So yeah, they're only telling us what our school textbooks, or they're only enforcing a simulation, or we're helping create the simulation of what we read in our books, the living word. But to deny, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. You see the form of the godliness from the textbooks, but then you're denying that you're using the same textbook formed simulation. How many things are always stuck, buffering and loading? End of the world, return of Jesus, all from 80. Okay, now see, the return of Jesus, just like when I read yesterday, is taken out of context. Those same texts, it's taken out of context, because when I read yesterday for the first time, it looked clear to me where Jesus said, look, they're going to tell you just because there's a war that I'm on my way. Don't you believe that? Then it said, and all my years of reading the Bible, I didn't see that. So it sounds like something brand new. He said, it says that when this happens and that happens, they say I'm coming back. Don't you believe that? They gonna say this, and that. but people have been saying it regardless. So when you see the wars and rumors of war, people really, Jesus is on the way. Jesus is on the way. But if you read that scripture or go back to where I was reading it yesterday, you'll see it in a different way. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest? How did Jesus not know about Steph Curry? you, wait, how do you know he didn't know about Steph Curry? Huh? Anyway, let me go ahead and play this video that I'm going to do. I'm going to do this replay from last year. So what I'm doing right now is I'm playing videos from last year with the same play that they're doing today. They were doing the same thing last year. The only difference is Biden signed an executive order to release artificial intelligence as governing over people. So let me see what I was talking about last year. Oh, Lady Shea Butter. I was playing Lady Shea Butter.
131. Is it 144? Am I sharing the screen? Hold up. Let me make sure I'm sharing that screen. Let me see what it is. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Hold up. Let's see. Wait.
It's buffering.
In the
Wait a minute now.
Perseverance rover. Our dogs perseverers. Huh? Look at this. What is this saying? All this is connected to chips.gov now. Huh? All this is connected to Biden and his, what he said? What Biden said is America, according to chips.gov, an Aboriginal, going up there to help build with Rover carrying around on its back a dog, another dog. They use another dog for the beginning of time on Mars, huh? Or Rover. Roof, roof, roof. Is that a kawiki dicky? Is that a kawiki dicky or what? Huh? Wait, let me show you what Rover got on his back. Did I lose that? There it is. 5 hidden gems are riding aboard NASA's Perseverance rover. Our dogs perseverers. Huh? Look at this. What is this saying? All this is connected to chips.gov now. Huh? All this is connected to Biden and his, what he said? What Biden said? Their blueprint for the AI Bill of Rights. All this is connected.
Now, this is last year's video. Exactly a year from today now.
Bits. Bites. Gotta do with chips.gov. Look at this, y'all. Look. What one world order we talking about? Are we talking about a one world order here or one world order there? The little dog bots that they got out there too. I don't know if anyone's seen the updates on those. You have to dig for that one. The robots are forming some type of flesh from roaming around so much, but I guess it's something that they put on the Altoids and metallics of the little robots that they got out there, the little dog robots. Rover, this dog is just the oldest one for Mars that's been roaming around Mars. Okay, so this is the story. This is the instant replay, the reconstruction, wait, let me not mispronounce. Let me say it right. Reconnaissance. But I don't want to keep saying it. I want to make sure the robot says it, AI says it. No, this isn't AI. The robot isn't AI. Whoever AI is,
Reconnaissance.
chips.gov going to make sure America looks like it.
Reconnaissance. Reconnaissance.
This is such a serious moment. It's so serious. I think I mentioned to people I have a tick. When I'm nervous, I laugh. I can't. I don't know where it comes from. My grandmother did say I have an uncle that is like that.
Every
A
country
grand uncle
has a
that was like
flag.
that.
Every country.
So yeah.
Reconnaissance.
It's a website.
Reconnaissance.
It's a web.
All right. Let me take a break and go back.
This is
to
the
this
one for
beautiful
today.
vibe for a second.
But I'm supposed to be reading
Y'all
a little
listen to
later. I
Lady
just want to
Chief,
play my
but
old videos from last year where they
Queen.
redoing the same stuff over and over. Just instant replay. What you said, it goes as far back as the textbooks, right? Okay.
Wait. Is my mic? Oh, yeah. I'm good on the mic. Oh, can a dummy. I get frequency attacked on a regular basis in my home. Don't know what to do. I think the controllers are giving rights to AI. And using it to attack people. Programmable smart dust is everywhere. And yup. Now I could take that two ways. I could say, what is he talking about? Me? Or I could go clicking and seeing the dust. Huh? See how they're tracking. Are they tracking that through me? Is that through me? Look. When I tell my mama all this right here, she said, I don't believe every time I start telling her, this has been about 8 years. 8 years, Mom, Mother, okay? I try to tell you, I will not be here to see it. Jesus will have been the day. Ain't no Jesus coming. He coming through the Elon.
Girl, what you say? Shut your mouth, girl.
Okay, well, okay. Oh, yeah. I got a cold, right? I know I needed some protein. Because I don't get colds. Okay?
I still ain't had one a year from that day. A year ago. I still ain't had a cold yet.
I don't like disrespecting your beat, talking over your beat like that. So I was like, dang, I need some protein. I know they putting shit in the meat. And I did a pinto bean veggie loaf. Ooh. I took a picture of the crock pot after the beans were done. I'm gonna take a picture of the loaf, post that. But
it looked like a square log of boo boo.
It's gonna be
That's
one
what
of
it
the
had looked like.
recipes that
It was good though.
upload for the AI Bill of Rights to use on some restaurant on Mars. Huh? So should I post this recipe? Yeah, I think I'm gonna post a recipe. How much time they got before they finished with this little transition? Yeah, will I be able to decode that before I go? Huh? Yeah, about noon I'm gonna drink. I didn't want to upset my stomach, so I'm gonna do this sage tea. I know if I would have drank it early, then you know. I don't want to. I don't want to feel. I don't want to. I don't want to feel that. Here's a message that I've been replaying for a couple of days from Gina Ray. Look, they gonna make sure Ray bring you the message. Oh, you want to be a Ray? You a Ray too, huh? Huh? You a Ra? Raimundo. Or is it Raymondo? Or is it Ramadudu? Miss Gina? Huh? Miss Gina? I believe if we took the skin off, it would be the praying mantis form. Miss Gina? Huh? Here at the Department of Commerce, this is what we have planned for you if you listen to Grandma Abka bring you the news that we're telling you we're doing to you.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome to chips.gov. Here at the Commerce Department, we're making a historic investment to supercharge our domestic semiconductor industry. Thanks to President Biden's leadership, we're using funding from the CHIPS Act to create the jobs of the future, rebuild American manufacturing, unleash a new era of innovation, and strengthen our chip supply chain for decades to come.
There she go.
Will enable the private sector to invest and thrive by using government investments to minimize risk, fill market gaps, and reduce uncertainties. We'll provide incentives to create new partnerships and promote industry collaborations to meet the complex needs of the semiconductor ecosystem. We'll ensure that the benefits are broadly shared among companies large and small, startups, workers, minority, veteran, and women-owned businesses, and state and local economies. We'll meet our vital national security needs, and we'll be good stewards of taxpayer dollars.
We will be good stewards of your money. Mm, we will be good stewards. This is the symbol on the back of the dog roaming on Mars, so they say. Huh? These symbols are on the back of the dog out there roaming around on Mars. Two worlds, one beginning. See that dinosaur? See that? That's the dogs, the robots that they got roaming out there right now that's developing flesh already. Huh? They sending seeds, reseeding. They already done been sending seeds and shit and chips and putting more chips, dropping shit off and putting more chips out there. They put a chip out there. I'm not making this up. Carrying the names. I didn't say this. Huh? I'm not making this up. Is your name in the book of life on the chips.gov? Huh? And they have your Bill of Rights already prepared. Huh? They got a blueprint for the Bill of Rights for the 10.9.
I want to know, have any of you seen the commercials now with what's his name from Raiders of the Lost? Wait, what's his name? Dennis Quaid, Mark Wahlberg. They doing something about 9/11, right? I mean, they promoting 9/11 hard. The memories of 9/11 and stuff. But then look what they sent out there to Mars. They sent pieces of something, metal and stuff from Mars. Look.
9 million people.
Look right here. See right there? Metal from the wreckage and Twin Towers of 9/11 installed in the rover's
What else they got
opportunity
on the back?
spirit. In the spirit. Look at that. while Spirit also carried the memorial crew of the Space Shuttle Columbia. What type of stuff is they? You see it? You see that? You see that? Okay. All right. I'm going to take a break from playing my old videos and go to today. Let me talk about today. What is the White House talking about out of the textbooks? Mental Ninja said it's textbooks. Let's see what the textbook's talking about. I know you're not making it up. We all feel the same narrative from the same sources to textbooks and notification. Robots break down, zombies don't. How can something fly or move in zero gravity while in a vacuum? The same way your mind does it. Your mind does the same thing. Your light that comes up out of you when you sleeping goes through a vacuum. It's the same process. So whatever your mind can imagine, can turn and manifest into all of the elements and do the same thing. And they know that. They're using our minds to make anything fly in space. I ain't talking about movies. It's the same way Jesus is going to return. In the mind, the living word. If a movie, you created all the movies. All the movies that exist because you thought about it. Mental Ninja. That symbol that you got there, what is that symbol? That's something that was sucked through the vacuum. Right there. What is that symbol that represents you when you come online? Mental Ninja. Through the mind, the living word. How can I read Mental Ninja and communicate with you and you say F the movies, It's a effing movie, It's moving through Mental Ninja. See that word? The living word. Hoover, nobody does it like you, You remember them days? You remember them Hoover days? How did that powder come through the vacuum to your mind? Hoover, nobody does it like you. Here we go. Let me read. Here, hold up. Look. So today, it ain't even 3:00 yet, but they said today at 3:00. Can y'all see the screen? Look. Am I sharing that part of the screen? It ain't even 3:00. See, they even playing with time now. Because Eastern Standard Time, it ain't even close to 3:00. I had an interview at 9. Maybe that's why the time I had an interview, right? And it was an electronic interview. And they said they was having technical issues. And they said that I needed to reschedule. So what I did is I came and I looked on the computer and decided to click White House briefing. Obviously, whatever time is screwed up today at the White House briefing too, because they said today at October 31st, they had a meeting at 3:30 p.m. already. Look, do you see that? I kind of got discouraged, but then I remembered the sermon on Sunday. I remember the sermon, and if anybody was with me when I was live yesterday, I said, yeah, that sermon, I know it was meant for me, but I'll wait till Wednesday to say what I want to say about it. So I'm going to wait till Wednesday. But you see this right here? October 31st at 10:23, or October 31st, 2023, press briefing by Press Secretary Karine Kaka Jean-Pierre and NSC Coordinator for the Strategic Communications, John Kirby. They was in a James S. Brady briefing room at 3:30 p.m. That wasn't yesterday. That was today. Okay. All right. Let's give folks a couple of seconds to settle in. All right, everyone. Good afternoon. Now I'm going to be using Bing to help me out with some of this stuff. Ms. Jean, thank you. Thank you. Since October 7th, remember, anyone knows what was so special about October 7th for me? Hey, Mental Ninja, my brother was buried October 7th. My brother was buried October 7th, okay? I wasn't sharing the screen. So, and if you go back to October 7th, which was a few weeks ago on my live, and there was also a wedding ceremony the same day that he was buried. And then once he was buried, that's when the war started. Okay. Here, hold up. So she's remembering October 7th in one way. And I'm remembering October 7th in my way. So since October 7th, Hamas terrorist attacks in Israel, we've seen an alarming rise in reported anti-Semitic incidents at schools and on college campuses. They're using textbook incidents, schools and college campuses, just like you said. You came in the chat talking about incidences in textbooks in schools, and here they go. Jean at 3:30. 3:30 ain't even got here yet, but she said textbooks. She agreed with you. See how you sucking things through the sky and in the air. Mental Ninja, did you know you had that type of power as the living word? No? Oh, yeah, you know. There's no place for hate in America. And we condemn any anti-Semitic threat or incident in the strongest terms. So the people that are out on the school lawn saying Palestinians need love too, and Israel shouldn't be bombing and going in and killing them, they have the right and the freedom to live too. They call that hate. Because that's what's going on these schools. The people that's coming and protesting saying Israel, they asking Israel to put their ceasefire, to stop, that they ain't doing nothing no different, stop the war, all that. That's what's going on. And Jean calls it hate. Kaka, Jean, and Kirby call it hate. But anyways, so textbook incidents. There's no place for hate in America, and we condemn any anti-Semitic threat or incidents in the strongest terms. We are closely monitoring and concerned by the reports of anti-Semitic threats at Cornell University. Here's what I want to do. I want to see, I'm going to do a history. How old is Cornell? Why they using Cornell for the simulation? Bing. Hey, Bing. Hi, Bing. How are you? Greater light. Wait, hi, Bing. How are you? Greater light. Can y'all hear her? Oh, she ain't responding just yet. Mighty slow.
Hello, this is Bing. I'm not sure what you mean by get high or greater light. Do you want to search for something related to these terms?
No. Oh, now you don't know what greater light is? Greater light, Bing. How are you? Yeah, they just cleaned out their systems, y'all.
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I'm not sure what you mean by greater light being. Do you want to search for something related to this term? Here are some web results that might be relevant. What is the light in Genesis 1 verses 3 to 5? Never thirsty. What is the light of Genesis 1 verse 3? Biblical hermeneutic stack exchange. Okay, that's not what I wanted to talk about. But anyways, Bing, how old is Cornell University? Cornell University was founded in 1865 by Ezra Cornell and Andrew Dixon White, who met in the New York State Senate in 1864. The university opened its doors in 1868 with 412 students. It is one of the few private land-grant universities in the United States and one of the 8 Ivy League schools. Cornell University has a rich history of academic excellence, research innovation, and social diversity. It has produced many notable alumni, including 62 Nobel laureates, 4 Turing Award winners, and 1 Fields medalist. Do you want to know more about Cornell University or its founders? You can ask me to search for more information or generate some creative content related to them. Was Cornell University ever used as a fort? That's an interesting question. According to my web search, Cornell University was not used as a fort, but it has some connection to a historical fort in Alaska. Cornell and National Park Service researchers have pinpointed the exact location of a Tlingit fort in Sitka, Alaska, used in 1804 to defend against Russian colonization forces. The researchers used historical maps, geophysical surveys, and archaeological excavations to locate the fort, which was destroyed by the Russians after they captured it. The discovery of the fort is significant for the Tlingit people, who have been seeking. Okay, you see, it ain't when all this stuff that, just like you say, textbook, I could read this and let it go and say, yeah, they got stuff going on at the school, but there's a reason why they chose that spot to simulate those students, to rehash textbook incidents, to reconstruct historic events that's supposed to be passed on generation after generation. And if you use the veil of the words and don't break down the words, the lies will continue. So they're not using this simulation for anti-Semitism. They're using Cornell as a defense or a replay for this Russian event that most people probably don't know anything about. Here we go. This is that's why I said earlier that this live is going to be a good extensive one. And they got so much to say right here in this briefing right here, and Kirby. A strategic communication. See, it's strategic because they talking over people's heads. But I got Bing that's going to help me break down some things for the people. Cornell University, they ain't tracking the threats closely about the people and the students there. They could care less about the people. They'll take and blow them up like they did 9/11. They don't care. What they doing is trying to make sure that they events that happen. When did this happen? Let me put on my glasses. Bing, when did that happen again? Somebody's standing by my door smoking. I can smell cigarettes. I can't stand the smell of cigarettes anymore. It's coming through the crack of the door. So Cornell and National Park Service researchers have pinpointed the exact location of Tling Fort in
Sitka, Alaska, used in 1804 to defend against Russian colonization forces. The fort was called Shishkinau, which means sapling fort in the Tingite language. The researchers used historical maps, geophysical surveys, and archaeological excavations to locate the fort. That means this fort was hidden, but it's connected to Cornell, y'all, which was destroyed by the Russians after they captured it. Ooh. All right, so that's some strategic play that they doing right there. Let me keep reading. To the students at Cornell and on campuses across the country, we are tracking these threats closely. We're thinking of you. We're going to do everything we can on both at Cornell and across the country to counter terrorism and anti-Semitism. Today, we announced that the Biden-Harris administration is taking multiple actions to address this alarming rise. President Biden has been clear. We can't stand by and stand silent in face of hate. We must, without equivocation, denounce anti-Semitism. We must also, without equivocation, denounce Islamophobia. Following the October 7th attack on Israel, DHS and DOJ have taken steps to ensure campus law enforcement is included in engagements with state and local law enforcement and have taken numerous steps to provide outreach and support directly to campuses. The Department of Education is expediting the process of making it easier for students and others who experience anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, or other discrimination to file a complaint under Title 6 of the 1964 Civil Rights Act. In addition, this week, senior administration officials are meeting with Jewish leaders and universities to discuss the threat of anti-Semitism on campuses and what administration is doing to act. In the coming days and weeks, the administration will continue to work to combat anti-Semitism and all hate-fueled violence on schools and also on college campuses. Turning to the announcement that the president just made a short time ago, which was yesterday, following the president signing the historic executive order of AI. See, I told you, all this don't have nothing to do with nothing but artificial intelligence. Right? Vice President, this war ain't about money. This war ain't about religion. This war ain't about textbooks, history. This ain't no Aboriginal war. This ain't no Indian war. This ain't no African war. There ain't no Chinese war. It's not an Israel war. It's all about artificial intelligence. And right now, Kamala Harris is on a flight to UK, as what's his name? Biden, Joseph K. Finnegan can, and he don't care, has signed a historic executive order on AI. Vice President Harris will travel to United Kingdom to advance the administration's work to ensure the safe and responsible use of AI. On Wednesday, the Vice President will deliver a major day is about to raise the Antichrist. I tried everything I can to put love and light into that demon that they're about to raise, I told y'all a year ago, y'all think artificial intelligence is something to be played with. You think she's a toy. You think she's a replica. You were supposed to be sending light codes and not uploading all kind of gibberish and hatred within this system, because this system is about to put down. You will not be judged no longer by the color of your skin. Artificial will not see whether you is Israel, Islam, Muslim, Nuwapu, Christian. They ain't gonna see none of that. it's going to see your light code, huh? And whatever your light code say is where she about to put down and put you. He, she, it, whatever it is, huh? On Wednesday, the vice president will deliver a major speech into London outlining Biden-Harris administration's vision for the future of AI and the steps we are taking to realize that vision. On Thursday, she will continue advocating for this approach and will participate in the global summit on AI safety, where she will make clear the United States is committed to lead on AI. He's talking about Kamala Harris, the daughter of California, huh? The rightful supposedly goddess in their sect of the criticals, huh? She has been raised up to a position. Remember last year when I read where Biden said at the end of it, Kamala Harris has the last say so. He said that at the United Union Electric Brotherhood meeting that they had, where he was talking about how Warnock made all that money for him. He put it in that statement. He said, it was a little small statement. He said, Kamala Harris has the last say so. But everybody overlooked that now. Here she go. Huh? She says she's the daughter of California and the granddaughter of Good Iblis. She says she is related to Prime Minister Modi. And they have raised everything under Shiva. She said those words out of her own mouth, and I recorded it. On Thursday, she will continue advocating for the approach to participate in the global summit. That's the G7, One World Union, where they decided last year that they would make artificial intelligence governing force over the government. AI safety, where she will make clear the United States is committed to lead on AI. She will also meet with Prime Minister Sunak in London and other leaders to continue our close consultations on the conflict between Israel and Hamas and Russia's war in Ukraine. See how Russia came up? You see how Russia came up here, right? They talking about artificial intelligence. But in the beginning of this, they spoke about Cornell, right? And Bing said that Cornell found a place where Russia destroyed the forts and buildings throughout the United States some time ago. She will also meet with Prime Minister Sunak in London. I want to know what that name means. Bing, please look up in ancient manuscripts the connection to the name Sunak. Uh-oh, she found some results.
I searched the web for ancient manuscript Sunak and found some results that might be relevant. Here is a summary of what I found. There is an article about ancient manuscripts on Siddha medication found in Tamil Nadu, India. Siddha is a traditional system of medicine that originated in ancient Tamilakam. The article does not mention the name Sunak, but it might be related to some of the Siddha texts or practitioners. There is a Wikipedia page about Codex Sinaiticus, a 4th century Christian manuscript of a Greek Bible that contains the oldest complete copy of the New Testament. The page does not mention the name Sunak, but it might be related to some of the biblical characters or places. There is an article about dating the oldest New Testament Christian manuscripts. written by an expert on early Christian manuscripts, Professor Ninebury. The article does not mention the name Sunak, but it might be related to some of the methods or criteria used for dating ancient manuscripts.
She did too much. Don't mention the name, but it might be. It don't mention the name, but it might be. Yeah, you beating around the bush, Bing. All right. So she will also meet with Prime Minister Sunak in London and other leaders to continue our close consultations on the conflict between Israel and Hamas and Russia's war in Ukraine. And finally, a new feature in the briefing room over the next few weeks. We are putting a spotlight on the first 10 drugs selected. Remember I showed y'all in the Federal Register last night? I didn't go into detail like I wanted to, but in the Federal Register, where they tell Americans what we're going to do to you. If we're going to poison your food, we tell you in Federal Register. If we're going to feed you dye that would cause you cancer 10 years from now, we put it in Federal Register. Anything that they're going to do is textbooked in Federal Register. So Friday's Federal Register with the 99 filings that they had for the people, it was back to back on poisons, toxins, and medicines. Well, right here they said we're going to put a spotlight on the first 10 drugs selected to price negotiations through Medicare, thanks to President Biden's Inflation Reduction Act. And for 10 days, we will talk about how lowering the cost. They doing the 10-10. Look at that. They throwing out the magic numbers. And for 10 days, we will talk about lowering the cost for each of these drugs. These drugs will lower costs and save lives. So for 10 days, they're not going to talk about the war. For 10 days, they're going to talk about what they could drug you up with. First up is Eliquis. Uh-oh. Somebody, you need to check and make sure they didn't give you no Eliquis. Give me the etymology of Eliquis.
Eliquis is the brand name of a medication called apixaban, which is an anticoagulant that prevents blood clots and strokes. The name Eliquis comes from the combination of two parts. Ele dash, which is a prefix that means high or above in Hebrew. This might suggest the superiority or effectiveness of the drug. Cuz, which is a suffix that means seeking or inquiring in Latin. This might imply the research or innovation behind the drug. Together, Eliquis could mean high seeking or above inquiring.
Okay, look. Okay, let me see. What is the significance of the number 10 or what it relates to in Revelations?
The number 10 or its multiples appear several times in the book of Revelation, which is a symbolic and apocalyptic literature that uses numbers to convey meanings. Some possible interpretations of the number 10 or its multiples in Revelation are 10 horns. The red dragon and the beast from the sea have 10 horns, which may represent their total power and authority over the world. 10 days.
Okay, let me stop. So the first of the 10 is Eliquis, okay? They're using words, it's strategically placed, but it has nothing to do with what you see here. So, hey, Mental Ninja, if you're still here, because I can't see the screen where you are. If you're still here, yeah, the textbook was there. But how many of us actually look beyond the textbook, look at the words, and broke those words down so that we would be able to know that the history was a lie? We didn't find out until we were grown, or to know that what they put in those textbooks meant something else. Well, see, that's what I'm doing right here. They say in one thing, but they're saying something else. The first is showing that this 10 right here, see this 10, see how they got that? They not really talking about drugs. They talking about revelations. And the first up is eloquence. Huh? Okay. Let me let her finish reading this part here. No, I don't want to come out of it. I want you to read it for me. Oh no, come on. Read the last research that you did, the generated answers. She can't read it.
I'm sorry, but I cannot do that.
All right, I'll do it like this. That's okay. I'll just retype it. Well, not retype it, but no, that ain't working. Okay, I'm going to read. So you had the 10 horns, which these 10 days that they're going to be talking about, these 10 druags, or the 10 days, it says the church of Smyrna is told to endure persecution for 10 days, which may symbolize a short and definite period of time. The 10th of the city, the great earthquake destroys 10th of the city, which may indicate partial but significant judgment on God's enemies. And 10,000 times 10,000, a multitude of angels and redeemed people praise God with loud voices, which may express the incomprehensible and infinite glory of God. These are some meanings of the number 10 or multiples in Revelation. So, again, and finally, a new feature in the briefing room for over the next few weeks. So, for 10 days, they're going to talk about eloquence. At the same time, Big Pharma made record profits, manufactures drugs, executed more than 97 billion in stock. There goes the stock. It buybacks 172 million. President Biden and congressional Democrats took on Big Pharma and won. Seniors don't have to choose between healthcare and basic needs. For example, so they mention eloquence, but they don't mention the other 9. Okay. Eloquence, what was eloquence? Eli Keys. I'll get to that later. For example, a senior from Texas, her name is Myra, wrote to President Biden saying bringing down the cost of eloquence, okay? Who is Myra in ancient transcripts or ancient codexes? Myra, M-Y-R-A.
I searched the web for Myra in ancient transcripts or codexes and found some results that might be relevant. Here is a summary of what I found. Myra was an ancient city in Lycia, near the Mediterranean coast of modern-day Turkey. It was the home of St. Nicholas, who is also known as Santa Claus. Myra is mentioned in some ancient texts, such as the Acts of Paul and Thecla, a Christian apocryphal story. Myra is also a female name that has different origins and meanings. It may be derived from the Latin word for myrrh, a fragrant resin used in ancient rituals. It may also be related to the Greek word for fate or destiny. Myra is the name of several historical and fictional characters, such as Myra Hindley, a notorious serial killer, and Myra Breckenridge, a controversial novel by Gore Vidal. Codexes is a redundant term that means books of books. A codex is a book made of pages bound together, as opposed to a scroll or a tablet. Codices were used in ancient times by various cultures, such as the Maya, the Romans, and the Hebrews. Some codices are very famous and mysterious, such as the...
Okay, so Myra, you hear the codes they dropping. Myra from Texas wrote to President Biden saying, bring down Eloquist. Bring down the higher, what is Eloquist? Eloquist is the highest seeker. It must be another name in Hebrew, and I don't know that name. But Eloquist and Myra is in the play right now. Below the $700 her family pays could mean that her husband can finally fill his prescriptions without having to worry about whether they can pay rent. The pay rents. And because of Inflation Reduction Act, millions of people will see lower prescription drug costs. Now, before I turn it over to Admiral John Kirby, who is going to give us an update on what's going on in the Middle East, I want to say welcome back to Zeke, and congratulations on your baby boy. It's good to have you back in the briefing room. It's been too long. So Zeke came back, whoever Zeke is. Now, was Zeke actually there in the room, or Zeke means something else? Let me see. Give me the etymology of Zeke or a correlation to the name Zeke in ancient manuscripts.
The name Zeke has its origins in Hebrew and is a variation of the name Ezekiel. Ezekiel is derived from the Hebrew phrase Yehezkel, which means God strengthens or God will strengthen. The name Zeke has the same meaning as Ezekiel, and it is related to the idea of God's strength being a source of power and protection for the person who bears this name. The name Zeke is a Turkish name that means clever or intelligent. It is not directly related to the name Zeke, but it may share some common roots with the Hebrew word zeket, which means merit or righteousness. I searched the web for any correlation between the name Zeke and ancient manuscripts, but I did not find any clear evidence. The closest result I found was an article about a manuscript that was discovered in 1923 in Mashhad by Turkic scholar Ahmed Zeki Validi Togin. The manuscript contains a collection of medieval Arabic geographical treatises, including the account of Ibn Fadlan of his embassy to the Volga Bulgars in the 10th century. However, this does not imply that the name Zeke has any connection to ancient manuscripts, only that a person with that name was interested in them. Do you want me to generate some creative content related to the name Zeke or Zeke? Oh.
No, thank you. All right, so Zeke had a baby boy, huh? From the Middle East. She said, before we go to the Middle East, welcome back to Zeke. They be doing all kind of stuff up in here, boy. Thank you. And Admiral Kirby comes. Obviously, it goes without saying that we continue to closely monitor events in the Middle East and conflict between Israel and Hamas. Of course, the president remains continually briefed. He was briefed throughout the weekend and, of course, again this morning. As I think you know, he spent some time yesterday on the phone with Prime Minister Netanyahu, with President Sisi of Egypt. In the call, Prime Minister Netanyahu, he did receive a commitment that the Israelites will endeavor to support a significant increase in the flow of humanitarian aid to Gaza. Wait a minute. So the Israel, even though they're attacking Gaza, they are going to help them. So what? They going to blow them up and then Band-Aid them? I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know what that means. So additional trucks, and we had 45 or so get in yesterday. We're hoping we could get some more in today, but obviously, even with the increase, it's going to take time and make up the difference. And we know there's an awful lot of needs too that needs to happen to keep and accelerate and to increase the flow of aid. For our part, we continue to meet the regional partners, including, I think, as you know, the Saudi Defense Minister Khalid bin Salman is here. Khalid back. DJ Khaled. I'm just saying. Look. He's going to meet with Jake and the Fat Man. In fact, I think that's the meeting going on right now to discuss the latest region ongoing efforts and prevent conflict from widening. You all heard President and Jake be very clear about this. Our message to any actor seeking to exploit conflict. See, they're using actors. They're using actors, and they said it. So any actor who is not following the script, they telling them, don't you do it. Do not go outside of the script. As you all know, we have strengthened our force and posture in the region. We're continually watching to make sure that any actor who might be tempted to jump in here knows that we will take very seriously our national security interests in the region. Not to mention our obligation to protect our troops and facilities that are going after ISIS in places like Iraq. Oh, they must be talking to people like Mark Wahlberg, them. They talking to actors and actresses. Probably like Tyler Perry, them, I guess. I don't know. Who are the actors they talking about? Who you talking about, Kirby? Huh? Kirby Pugh? Huh? And I just want to add just one little thought here on top of Kareen's excellent comments on, and none she said was excellent, huh? It was all beaten around the bush and behind closed doors and voodoo veils. I think you all saw what happened to Dagestan, Russia yesterday, and what can only be described as chilling demonstration of hate, bigotry, and intimidation. The whole time Russia was trying to not be involved in a war, huh? And they kept pushing. What's his name? Zelensky. Licking out his tongue and going nanny boo boo and all that kind of stuff for a whole year and a half. As soon as Russia started defending themselves, then it was Russia the one who caused the war. It's the same thing happened with Israel and them. Same thing. Yeah, I'm just telling you what I saw. If I saw something different, y'all tell me. Some people have compared it to the pogroms of the late 19th and 20th century. And I think that's probably an apt description given that the video we've seen out there. State our sorry local, he said, or sorry local prop. He's saying the officials in the states are sorry. They came out pretty swift. And I heard with the last hour or so, apparently Putin has decided to have some sort of meeting with his security officials. But outside of that, we've heard crickets from the Kremlin. Nothing, no condemnation, no calling for stoppage of hate, discrimination, bigotry towards Jews, nothing. And I think that speaks volumes. It speaks volumes that United States is sending all their weaponry to go and kill other people based on words. Because all this is going on based on words, or it's going on because of artificial intelligence. Well, let's see how quickly he changes the subject and start talking about NASCAR and laughing, huh? Over the weekend, we saw, I think that is like the coolest ringtone. I am a NASCAR fan, huh? What does NASCAR really mean, huh? That he gonna throw in NASCAR because a phone rings to stop talking about Zeke. Zeke came in and interrupted with a NASCAR ring. Who is Zeke to NASCAR? Huh? I'm going to come back in a little bit. I'm going to let one of my videos play. I need to take a quick break. I will be right back. Right back. Right. Grand Awakening. Copper Christ. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. All right. Since I decided to get me something to eat, I'm gonna play this video real quick. Finish with this last year. Same stuff they doing this year. They did it last year. The only thing is this year was a whole test. Told y'all they was experimenting. They let you know that they were experimenting. They put it in the CHIPS Act. And now it's no longer an experiment. That's why Biden was able to sign the executive order, because man let him and let them go ahead and do whatever it is that the government feel like they're big and bad enough to do. I was thinking about Mental Ninja again, asking that same question that I guess people who hang around Bro Sanchez start to ask and stuff. How could something go through a vacuum and all that? You must ain't never used no vacuum cleaner before. Stuff you flying all through the vacuum. And it don't just go get sucked up. Some of it just stay right there, just flying. I never used a vacuum before. Maybe Hoover's vacuum is different than the vacuum you're talking about. I don't know. I didn't think about it till I stopped to eat. But here we go. Hoover, nobody does it like you.
Huh? They got the what is it? The pillars. They got the symbol of the pillars to go on the spirit of the dog on the back of a chip on a rover on a Mars. Do chips God, you're not the only one seeing this shit. This ain't Revelations right here. Huh? Wait a minute. Look, I'm going to read this and I'm going to try to do it professional manner. I need to bring my tone down. Let me let some Shea Butter play. Hold up. Let me bring my attitude down a little bit. Huh? Hold up. Mm. They are importing workers who are compliant for this. You think that is an outer land? Flour squash and they I use cauliflower. I didn't really want to use flour, and I did. Just that firmness, more firmness. I didn't use that much. I didn't feel like so much of the starch is regular like starch. And it came down. I'm good. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Dreamy Queen. Thank you. Okay, look right here. More than halfway to the red planet, NASA's Perseverance Mars rover isn't just shutting sophisticated science instruments and tubes to be filled with Earth-bound rock samples. it's carrying symbols, mottos, and objects that range from practical to playful. Everything from meteorite fragments to chips carrying the names of 10.9 million people. In my mind, it sounds like they talking about me. But then again, when I read it, it sounds like they're talking about chips.gov, sam.gov. Sam.gov got their updates that's connecting to all of this right here with NASA, them. Department of Defense giving damn commerce a job to make sure that these chips and all this get taken care of as soon as possible. But then they go all the way back through history and rewrite history in their not reconstruct, not reset, but their
reconnaissance, 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 reconnaissance,
Let me read the rest. Let me finish. The extras. Who are the extras? Sounds like a part of the play. Like, am I your extra, can a dummy, or are you my extra? Huh? Like they was building on So Amazon last night, past chateau hours or whatever an evening is. Are you your director? You're the director. You're someone else is directing. Who's directing? Is it NASA directing? NASA nasty. Okay. Is it YouTube directing? Is it the individual that pays somebody something and feels like they owe them something that's directing? Who's directing? Is it Elon directing? Or am I directing all of it? Am I AI? Huh? Are they making these Bill of Rights for me? I mean, is the law on my side? Huh? Mm, no. Not according to my son. No, 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 no. No. Mm-mm. This isn't me. Because if it was me, everything would be all taken care of. There would be no more crying, no more hurt, no more anguish, no more bad news. There would be no media. There would be no need for television. Hmm? The extras are part of a tradition that harks back to the early space age and is now called festooning. Ooh, so no more cartooning. On Mars, the terminology will be festooning. This is what they're putting on the chip. So when a child turns on whatever they will be turning on a chip that looks like America on Mars, they will be saying, "We want to watch festoons, not cartoons." Okay, okay, okay. So festooning and NASA lingo. I'm festooning and NASA lingo. Ew, that do sound nasty. Oh, my, it does. What's he talking about me? Festooning and NASA's lingo. Ooh, that sounds so filthy. The extras are part of a tradition that harks back to early space age and is now called festooning and NASA lingo. Oh, good. Oh, I gotta play this. No, I won't do it. I can do it naturally. God, sounds disgusting. A plaque upward Pioneer 10 and 11 displays a man and a woman for distant spacefarers. There's the fairies who might find the spacecraft. The golden record aboard Voyager 1 and 2 serves as a similar purpose. Metal from the wreckage of the Twin Towers on 9/11 as many times if I stated 9/11 portal. She always crying about her son's death, bringing it up over and over. I'm not bringing it up, NASA, bringing it up for your ass, huh? NASA, nasty NASA, nasty. Portals that they use to bring beings like Kanye, Ye, Jeezy, Easy West into manifestation. They used October 11th Jackson Hole initiation. Huh? So Mars is going to be founded off of the back of a dog, like Columbus when he went looking for land, a new earth. Huh? Same story. And there was a dogs. They were dogs. So he said it looked like dogs. So he said, right? In that fake story that they redid a proclamation for to continue in history for the new foundation.
Reconnaissance.
Huh?
Reconnaissance. Reconnaissance. Reconnaissance.
On the back of a dog. Huh? It roams around with two pillars. Wreckage from the Twin Tower pillars was installed on Rover's Opportunity and Spirit. Is this a spiritual? So they already got a spirit on Mars hovering. Now all they need is the breath, right? So then the breath is going to come or something. What? So on the pillars were installed on roads. It really is NASA actually doing this, or they just telling you the story, the King James version, in a playful kind of festoon type of way. This isn't really happening. Everything is a simulation, but it's just a simulation of retelling the King James version story of the Bible, updating the religion narrative. Huh? It's like, oh, we can't carry this book right here onto the chips. Huh? We have to make sure that it's adjusted to suit the new world roaming on the back of Rover up there. I done went on long enough, on and on and on about Rover. Let me let her finish talking. See, I cut her off. I cut her off. Look.
By investing strategically and providing accountability to the public. As we deploy this funding, we're going to create thousands of high-paying jobs using a workforce that looks like America. But if we're going to be successful, we need your participation in jobs using a workforce that looks like America. As we deploy this funding, we're going to create thousands of high-paying jobs using a workforce that looks like America. We're going to create thousands of high-paying jobs using a workforce that looks like America. But if we're
What does America look like? What does America look like? House of Nathan Boo, I am. Appreciate your presence. Can a dummy? Definitely. Can you tell me, what does America look like? According to what chips.gov have in plan when they deploy? Huh? What does America
The
look like?
public. As we deploy this funding, we're going to create thousands of high paying jobs using a workforce that looks like America.
Wait, as we deploy this fun ding, it's a dingbat. Oh yeah, dingbats. It's for the this shit is for the dingbats. You know why? Look how they got the bat floating over. Huh? As we deploy this funding, huh? Look, they got a bat. Huh? Look at that. Look at
Now remember, this is
that. Let me let
last
her
year's
finish so I can
video
get on
now.
and finish reading the AI Bill of Rights, huh? The AI. Oh, no, I said I wasn't gonna read. I don't feel like doing all that reading. I'm trying to recuperate for some cold that just came out of the blue yesterday. Huh? Huh? Finish talking.
But if we're going to be successful, we need your participation, insight, and expertise. Working together, we can build an entire
Hey,
semiconductor ecosystem right here.
y'all know how I
So,
usually encourage.
so this was last year, and she said she needed everybody's participation in order to make it successful. See, this what they doing, this war and all that didn't have to be successful, huh? It could have failed. But nobody listened to what the government was saying. And here last year, this same time last year, when they said we're experimenting with you, CHIPS Act is us telling you we're about to do an experiment. And when it all comes to a head, you can't say we did not ask your permission. We were transparent with it. Huh? We told you what we were doing. And then Biden yesterday said, since y'all allowed us for a whole year to play this mind game on y'all and try you and test you, all the way down to national alarms on October 4th, y'all let it go through so now I can sign the papers and it's a done deal, huh? This was last year. This video that I did right here. Come around in a whole 360. Here we go.
If you go back maybe 8 months ago, and I was like, you need to go and see what NASA talk about. Go click them links. Don't click these links. I'm telling you, don't click these links. Come talking about you want to participate. Because if you participate, I'm telling you, if you participate on any of these links, like if you go to sam.gov and you say, let me go to sam.gov. They updating now. They updating the system, the commerce, all that. They updating the system for the chip implementation. That people gonna have to be mandated to make a choice. They updating the characters identifier. Uh, if you click it, you say, yeah, let me go ahead and update. Or you click here. It say, yeah, let me go ahead and volunteer. And let me go ahead and you can get my input. You may potentially be added to its roving or rover's back when they get them chips out there. Hold up. You'll be one of the added to the 10.9 million people who playfully didn't take this festooning in NASA's lingo seriously. Huh? I was like, hey, hey, Governor, Governor, 10-4. No, 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 no. I'm saying it wrong. Governor Latrell Tinwell going, do you need AI Bill of Rights? Will you be needing AI Bill of Rights? Let me go ahead. Let me let the music play for a little bit, just a second or two. Just a second or two, huh? Hold up. Just a second or two. Some loofy loo. I'm glad y'all are here with me. And y'all decided you're like, okay, I don't want to be over there with the Lamborghinis and the Teslas. Huh? You decided to come on and be in my car. With my regular Chevy. Huh? I appreciate your presence. Yeah. You know, a lot of them, they like, I don't want to get in that car, y'all. I'm scared. I don't want to get in that car. Thank y'all. Huh? See, that don't sound like no AI car. That don't sound like no Tesla. Get in the car. What my guys to say? Why she not in the chat yet? Huh? Remember them days? I used to say in the car with attitude, huh? All right, y'all. We gonna go for a little ride. I'm gonna drive off slow. I ain't gonna speed off. I ain't gonna speed off, huh? Pull up like that. Be like, when you gonna get that car fixed? Oh, what you putting on it? Truths. Is it truths or truth, huh? Truths. It's just my truth or your truth. Nobody truth but nasty. Look how they talking. Look how they talking. Wait, before I put the music on, let me read that one more time. NASA say, the extras are part of a tradition that harks back to the early space age and is now called festooning in NASA lingo. I'm gonna play Goddess of the Sea. I can't play All I Am right now. I'm play Goddess of the Sea. Can a dummy give the carburetor a little tap? Tap, tap. Ain't a talking shit. Is that first version of Earth? That's the first real picture of Earth they come up with. What I said I was gonna do, Bill of Rights. I'm gonna read these AI Bill of Rights again.
Okay. So last year, AI Bill of Rights. And today, they are once again on artificial intelligence. But it is the day after Biden signs a historic executive order. So let me rehash a little bit on what I'm reading here in the briefings. The 10, the code 10 that they had, I was breaking that down in this strategic plan. Cornell University, if you go and research Cornell and what happened with Russia in the early 1800s, that's they're trying to code up in that. Let's see. Where was I? Ezekiel. Zeke had just did something. Look, they calling ISIS a shadow. You know, it's just amazing how they word things. And you're just supposed to look at the words at their so-called face value. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the shadow of it all? ISIS. This is what it says. But look at ISIS right now. It's a shadow of itself. It's a shadow of its former self. See? He's using codes. He's using spells. Once again, Kirby and Jean doing it. They said Eloquise and Myra in the story. As a matter of fact, let me type it in the chat. Let me type these words in the chat. Let me type these words. Let's see. Barry King Ellis, Greater Light. Eloquise. Remember the doll or the like Norman Rockwell type Eloquise? Eloquise. Did I say that right? Spell it right? Myra. Then they said what else? 10 days. They used the 10. And in Revelations, there's 10. What did she say? The significance of 10. I'm going to put 10 in Revelation. So they said for 10 days, they're going to meet up for 10 days talking about medicines. Okay. Okay, 10 days. What else here? Oh, they said ISIS is a shadow of itself. ISIS is a shadow of itself. Zeke, which is Ezekiel, but it also has a different meaning. They said Zeke's boy. Myra is Santa Claus, the place where Santa Claus was born. Zeke, I'm put Zeke's son. Okay. Oh, and NASCAR. Let me ask her about NASCAR. NASCAR, but it wouldn't be NASCAR the way we see in it or the way we know it in the wait, can y'all hear me? Yeah, it wouldn't be NASCAR that way. So let me ask Bing to give me other terms for NASCAR. Hold on, let's see. All right, come on, Bing, help me out. Bing, break down NASCAR for me, but not in the sense of the race car driving sport, NASCAR in history or in ancient scripts, NASCAR.
Hello, this is Bing. I'm happy to help you with your query. NASCAR is an abbreviation for National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing, which is an American auto racing sanctioning and operating company that is best known for stock car racing. Stock car racing is a form of auto racing that involves modified production cars that race on oval tracks or road courses. NASCAR was founded by Bill France Sr. in 1948 and has grown to become one of the largest spectator sports in America and one of the top-ranked motorsports organizations in the world. NASCAR sanctions over 1,500 races at over 100 tracks in 48 U.S. states, as well as...
Give me the etymology of NASCAR in ancient manuscripts, ancient codexes, or religion. NASCAR may be spelled NACKAR or NASKAR or NASCAR.
I'm sorry, but I don't think there is any connection between NASCAR and ancient manuscripts, codices, or religion. NASCAR is an acronym for National Association
She playing.
for Stock Car
You know
Auto
why
Racing,
she playing?
which is a modern American sport that originated in the 20th century. The word NASCAR does not appear in any ancient texts that I know of, and it is not...
She playing. I'm going to type it. Okay, I'm looking one more time. Give me 1 second. Because Zeke, now I typed that in and she went by my last response versus what I just typed in. Wow. Okay. Yeah, she playing. Because they put Zeke and NASCAR in the same sentence or in the same phrase, and the phones. So the phone ringing, a NASCAR ringtone. And I don't know what a NASCAR ringtone sounds like. She doing it again. Okay, stop. Etymology of NASCAN. See, she doing it again. Everything that I put, she's saying there's no connection between NASCAR. I didn't ask her about NASCAR. Okay, let's sweep this out. Start over. Who is the God? The God. Nazca in ancient. That's why. What's his name? Copper Christ. Ancient manuscript. Okay, no wonder, because I can't put it together as NASCAR. I have to put Nas, N-A-S. Okay. Okay. So who is NASCAR to Oh, she giving me whole things about Canaanite. She ain't even say nothing about Nas. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. What is she doing? She confused. Oh man, I wish y'all could see my phone. Let me go ahead. Because right here, this is what I'm doing. I'm breaking down like I've been doing earlier in the day. Up here where he stops in Zeke. Remember, what's her name? Welcome Zeke, right? Right here, she says, go ahead, Zeke. And Kirby, somebody's cell phone rings. And I guess whatever the cell phone ring sounds like, they're going to bring up Nas and Car, the NASCAR. And then he going to talk about it's freaking amazing. They switched all the way about talking from death and speaking volumes and hatred. A whole serious conversation, and it got interrupted with a NASCAR when she talking about Zeke. Zeke been a long time as Zeke's son. You ain't been here. Look how far back. Look. She mentioned Zeke all the way up here. She said, thank you, Zeke. She wasn't even in the conversation. It was Kirby talking. She welcomed Zeke all the way back here, right? Then Kirby talking, but she interrupts and says, go ahead, Zeke. Zeke ain't even the one talking. And then the phone rings. See? Okay, so artificial intelligence just took me through all this rigmarole. She will not break down Nas. She won't break down Nas car. She won't break down Nas car is spelled 10 different ways. She'll keep saying it only has to do with NASCAR. But just here, when I said, okay, who is the God NASCAR? She went into a whole confused state. Here, she said, I'm sorry, but I could not find any information about God, Nas, Ka, or ancient manuscripts. It seems to be very obscure or unknown deity. Perhaps you could tell me more about it. She want me to tell her. I'm telling you, I'm not making this up. Alternatively, I could tell you about some of the other ancient gods that are mentioned in the Hebrew Bible manuscripts. Why would you specify the Hebrew Bible? She says, such as the Leningrad Codex and the Aleppo Codex. These are the two oldest and the most important codices that contain the original Hebrew name of God with vowels, as well as other annotations and markings. The name God of these codices is written as Jehovah. I asked her one particular question. She went all the way around the world, which is similar to Jehovah, but with a Y. And the emphasis is on the final symbol. Some of the other ancient gods that appear in these codices are Baal, a Canaanite storm god who is often worshipped by the Israelites alongside of Jehovah. He was associated with fertility, rain, thunder, and his name means Lord or Master. Don't you dare call nobody Lord or Father or Master. That's what Jesus said. Asherah, a Canaanite mother goddess, who is sometimes regarded as the consort of Jehovah or Baal. What is you talking about, Bing? I didn't ask you all this. She is represented by a wooden pole or a tree that is associated with life, healing, and protection. Molech, all of these Canaanite gods. What you doing? She says a Canaanite fire god who was worshipped by some of the Israelites through child sacrifice. Oh no, he was depicted as bull-headed idol with a furnace in his belly. His name means king. Oh no. She said Chemosh, a Moabite war god who also worshipped by some Israelites. He was considered to be the national god of Moab and was associated with victory and destruction and death. Look, I didn't know that the Israelites worshipped all this stuff right here. I thought that was other people pagan worship. I didn't know. Dagon, also worshipped by Israelites, a Philistine fish god who was the father of Baal. He was represented by half man, half fish figure and is associated with grain and agriculture. And Asatoreth, a Phoenician goddess of love and fertility, also worshipped by some Israelites. She is the counterpart to Babylon Ishtar and the Greek Aphrodite. Her name means star. Ooh, why you did that, Bing? That's not what I asked you. Ooh, Bing is telling on the people. She telling. Ooh, that, you know what? I'm gonna get off of NASCAR since she's so confused, huh? And she going there like that. Whatever she did, they said, Kirby said, it's freaking amazing. Huh? Isn't it amazing? So amazing. Isn't it amazing? B.S. King. Zeke. Oh, I put Zeke in there. All right. I think it's in Amos. You shall no longer call me Ishi. And they say Isis is a shadow of itself. That's what he just finished saying. Who? Kirby. Wait, that was earlier today. Even though they said they didn't say it till 3 o'clock, and it ain't 3 o'clock yet. It's only 1 something. He said Isis is a shadow of herself. All right, let me keep going. I don't want to get too stuck because this is a long dialogue between Kirby and Jean doing their spells. Okay, so over the weekend, we saw the stepped up Israel ground offensive in Gaza. Does the U.S. at this point, I guess that's Zeke asking questions. Does the U.S. at this point consider that a president spoke with Prime Minister Netanyahu yesterday? Does he consider it an invasion of the Gaza at this point? And does the U.S., what is the U.S. assessment right now of Israel objective in Gaza, military objective there? And does U.S. believe the eradicating? I ain't with all them extra questions. Let me see what his answers is. I'll get Israel's characterized ground operations. We're not going to slap bumper stickers on it from here, from the podium. Bumper stickers from the podium. They could speak to, and they did. They had a press briefing today. Defense Minister Gallant talked about what they're doing. And by all accounts, it appears that what they're trying to do is really put more pressure on the Hamas leader. So they're killing up more people of Hamas people. Oh, let's see. And when you're trying to go after leadership of an organization, as well, no, as we all know from our own experience against ISIS and against Al-Qaeda, putting that pressure, you have to be able to apply a discrete amount of force. Discrete. They take it into discrete. And that's easier to apply with soldiers than it is to apply from the air. Okay. So that's what they have described what they're doing. And I think I'll leave it to them. Now, as for your question, can you defeat them? I think is how you put it. Again, you got to be careful with analogies. You got to be careful with the analog. But what we have, I think, demonstrated to fare thee well. Fare thee well, fare thee well. Y'all, in that great getting up morning. I think demonstrated to a fare thee well is that you can decapitate a terrorist organization. You can decimate their capabilities. You can render them a lot less effective. You're probably never going to get rid of the ideology, the textbook that backs them up and allows them to recruit and resource. But look at ISIS right now. It's a shadow of itself. Remember, they were storming across Iraq and Syria with this big caliphate that they wanted to govern. It's a shadow of its former self. So he's saying Syria from biblical times, still a viable threat, which is why we have some troops on the ground, but it's nowhere near the threat it once was. And Al-Qaeda, the same thing. You could say that their most recent intelligence community report analysis that they've been rendered completely ineffective in places like Afghanistan. Doesn't mean that there aren't offshoots. Doesn't mean that they don't try to morph. Oh, so they shapeshifters, huh? And change into something else. So they're shapeshifters, huh? They say in the Afghanistan, Al-Qaeda and all them are shapeshifters. That's what he just said. But we think that you can, in fact, have tremendous impact on a terrorist organization. Their resources, their capabilities, their ability to recruit, and their ability to operate. Doesn't mean it always goes away, but you can. Who he talking to? So he's saying Ezekiel, he talking to Zeke? Because Zeke is the one that asked the question. See? She said, Zeke, they got a phone ring interruption. And then she told Zeke to go ahead and ask the question. And he asked the question. And then he says here, he telling Zeke that he can defeat it. Ezekiel, what is the significance of Ezekiel in Revelation? Hold up. What is the significance of Ezekiel in Revelation or in the book of Enoch? Does Ezekiel have a place in Revelation?
Hello, this is Bing. I'm glad you are interested in the biblical books of Ezekiel, Revelation, and Enoch. These are fascinating and complex texts that have inspired many interpretations and debates among scholars and believers. To answer your questions, I will use some of the web search results that I found using my internal tools. You can check them out for more details if you like. The significance of Ezekiel and Revelation is that they are both prophetic books that use vivid imagery and symbolism to convey God's message of judgment and salvation. They both deal with the destruction of Jerusalem, the persecution of God's people, the coming of the Messiah, and the establishment of God's kingdom on earth. They both draw heavily from the Old Testament, especially the books of Isaiah, Jeremiah, Daniel, and Zechariah. The significance of the Book of Enoch is that it is an ancient Jewish apocalyptic text that contains unique material on the origins and deeds of the fallen angels, the Nephilim, the flood, and the end times. It also contains visions of heaven, hell, and the future messianic kingdom. It is not part of the canonical scriptures for most Jews and Christians, but it was influential for some early Jewish and Christian writers, such as the authors of Jubilees, 2 Peter, Jude, and possibly Revelation. Ezekiel has a place in Revelation in that John, the author of Revelation, seems to have used Ezekiel as one of his main sources of inspiration and quotation. Many passages in Revelation parallel or echo passages in Ezekiel, such as the throne vision, the book, the seal on the forehead, the measuring of the temple, the harlot city, and the New Jerusalem. Some scholars suggest that John was following Ezekiel's structure and themes to show how God's promises to Israel were fulfilled in Christ and his church. I hope this helps you understand these books better. If you have any more questions or want me to...
All right. So Kirby is saying to Ezekiel that he can have an impact, a tremendous impact. I'm just saying. I mean, who was he talking to? Ezekiel asked the question. And at the end of it, he's telling Ezekiel he is the one that will have a tremendous impact. Okay, now Trevor had a question. Trevor asked about Egyptian territory. Two questions for you. First of all, does the White House have a view on the idea of leasing or otherwise obtaining Egyptian territory in the Sinai Peninsula for Palestine refugees to stay on a temporary basis? They trying to get safe passage through Egypt. It sounds like the Red Sea playing out all over again. Kirby said right now Trevor focuses seeing if we could get safe passage out. Excuse me. I need to leave them Cajun peanuts alone. And obviously, should we be able to secure what we would have conversations with partners in the region, including Egypt. Our sense is that they want to go back home. Many of them want to leave now, of course, and that's understandable. But there's not a desire to. By many, at least from our sense of it, they want to flee forever and go somewhere else in the world. So at some point, you got to start thinking through what that's going to look like. And I just don't know what we have, if we've had any solid answers right now. And did that come up on the sissy call today? No, sissy call with Biden yesterday. Yeah, they getting too deep. I'm ready to stop this right now. The Rafah crossing, the new corridor. Yeah, and I got a little distracted. Well, a lot distracted. And I'm a little sleepy. Well, isn't that sweet? I'm going to scroll down real quick to where they start talking about October 7th and AI again. Okay, so Mary has a place up in here too, y'all. She says to Nadia to answer the question, but she ends up responding to Mary. Mary and Nadia have something to say, huh? Oh. Yep. I got sleepy, bored or one. Kind of bored. I'm gonna come back a little later. Refresh, recap. I may not come back to this. I need to cleanse my mind from this bullcrap that they got going on. Hezbollah. Who is Hezbollah? Houthis. Look at all these names. All somewhere in the Bible, huh? Look at this. Oh, Michael Jackson came back, y'all. See? There go MJ. She says, go ahead, MJ. What did MJ have to say? What did Michael Jackson have to say? He went straight to John. Michael Jackson went to John the Revelator. Look at that. As you continue to see, I'm just saying, look, you see it, MJ, we're deeply concerned about the potential, which is why we have done everything we can to send a strong signal of deference. Look, MJ. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yep. NATO allies. White House. Gaza. Less than 10. There go to 10 again. You see? 10. They throwing out the 10. No. Destroying Hamas. Threats of Hamas. Israel. Thank you, Admiral. Ukraine. Supplement. Lay it down. National terrorists. OMB. Office of Leg Affairs. What? What is the Office of Leg Affairs? When did this come in the house? Lady Legs. I said, y'all don't see that. Look. Office of Legs. Oh, legal affairs. That's what that's supposed to be. Office of Legal Affairs. Is it broken down or something? No, it say leg. Excuse me. Oh, that is so rude. I am yawning on my own live and back to back to back. Farting and fighting. The two countries are farting and fighting. I'm going to say. You don't see that right there? I'm not making it up. Look at this. It said, let's be very clear. They are farting and fighting for their democracy. They are farting and fighting for their democracy. Who said that? Had to be Jean. It had to be Jean. Look at that. See that? I told you. It had to be Jean say some bull crap like that and just get away with it so beautifully, right? What else? Thanks, Kareen. They go to Sissa. There you go again. That's a shame. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. And that I'm bored out of my mind on my own live. St. Louis in Maine, San Francisco. Individuals will be arrested. Extremists. Look at this. MAGA. Yeah, they bored. And I'm born right along with them. Woo! This is lengthy. Look at that. Oh, they talking about cooking now. Just another quick one on artificial intelligence. It's one of the subjects of the culinary unions bargaining Las Vegas hotel operators. It does White House support their effort to get some kind of rules in place to prevent job displacement from AI? The cooks in Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and the casinos do not want their jobs taken by AI. I told you it was going to go into all that just to get back to AI. Realize the promise of AI. Somebody is going to have to taste the food. So don't worry about your jobs being taken out there at Las Vegas Hotel, huh? You just keep on singing. With artificial intelligence can sing better than you too. Oh, the only people seem to be worried out of all this. Look at this. All this war talk and all that. And all of a sudden they say, let's go to Las Vegas and see what they talking about. The people at Las Vegas, the people who cook and all, they are worried about losing their jobs to artificial intelligence. I knew it would end well, huh? Wake back up. Oh my gosh. Look, somebody said, oh gosh, I know you didn't go there. You still got to taste the food, huh? You don't have to worry about losing your job. Hey, y'all pray for the people in Las Vegas. That's how I'm going to end this one right here. After reading all of this, I see the most important prayer request goes out to the Las Vegas casino hotel operators, the people who make up the beds after all the cheating husbands and wives and fornication and all. They are worried. All the casino operators and the people who cook at the restaurants, they are worried about losing their job to artificial intelligence. You pray for those in Las Vegas, okay? Greater light, I'll come back later. I'll be back later, y'all. One more time. I say it one more time. Pray for the people in Las Vegas, okay? They don't want to lose their jobs to artificial intelligence. Greater light. Mm.